Okay, so hi everyone, Senan this side, and in this video we are going to solve this alien dictionary problem. So you would be given a sorted dictionary of an alien language, not in English, but an alien language having N words and K starting alphabets of standard dictionary. So the first K alphabets of our English language. Find the order of characters in the alien language. Many orders may be possible for a particular test case, thus you may return any valid ordering and output will be 1 if the ordering of the string is returned by the function is correct, 0 denoting incorrect statement. Okay, so if given this is the ordering or this is the sorted list of words in this alien language, let's say a language not present on earth, so this language these words may mean something, right? But they are sorted in lexicographically in their language, not in English. So if you see, how do we check the lexicographic sorting of this alien language? So we will do the same thing as we do in English. I'll take these two elements. Since BAA comes before ABCD, that means the first character, right? Compare these two characters. So B comes before A, right? So we are done with this pair. Again, if we compare this, A and A, they are the same. Then we compare the second element, the third element, and there's a change in the fourth element. There's a difference in the fourth element. So D comes before A. Similarly, A, B, C, A and C, A, B. So comparing the first element, A and C, we know that A comes before C. And in these two elements, we know that C is same and A is same. So we compare the B and D. So B comes before D. So if you see, since B comes before D, have this. A comes before C, that is also true. A comes or D comes before A, that is also true. And B comes before A, so that is true. Basically, we have to return this ordering of the letters. We know that given K is equal to 4, we have the first 4 letters of the English alphabet. As we know of it, it's A, B, C, and D. And the lexicographical arrangement in the alien language could be different given by this sorted list of words in their language, not in English. Now what we have to do is, for this example, N is 3, K is 3, and dictionary is like this. So C comes before A and A comes before B. This is the lexicographical sorted fashion. Since the first characters are different, we don't compare the remaining characters of the word. That is what is usually done in a normal, right? So first of all, you need to understand this, that it is asking for some number, some element before some other element. So some element before some other element, some element before some other element. So if you are clear with your graph theory, then you know this is something related to a topological sort, and in that only we have something, a node before another node. U, it has a directed towards V, so U comes before V in the ordering. Same logic. Now what we have to do is, somehow given this dictionary, we have to construct a graph, and then we can use a topological sorting algorithm that I've covered in my previous videos, and using that you can get the final order. Okay, so let us look at the code and see what is the logic of building the graph from these list of words. First of all, I would create an adjacency list for this new graph. And what I would do, I would just compare the pairs from the list of dictionary. The first two elements, next two elements, then the next two elements, then the next two. So I is equal to 0, I goes till n-1 and I is plus. So the first thing was dictionary of I. The second word is the element just after that. Now since we are doing element by element type comparison, so B is compared to A is compared to B, A is compared to C. In the first case, we would compare all the elements, which at max we would do. The comparisons would be the minimum of the length of the first element or the length of the second element, and the minimum of that would be your maximum number of comparisons. In that case, I would say if the first character, both the words are same, we go on to check the next and next character till the time we reach an element where there is a disparity or difference in the character. Now what I do is, rather than storing this as a character graph, what I would do is first convert this into a zero based indexing, basically. So the first, since we are given case 4, so a would always be a part of this dictionary. So in that way we are removing the indexing we are changing the indexing to the zero based indexing integers. We are converting this character to integer. Now since the B is B is coming before A, what I do is I give the node B a directed edge towards node. So that is how I'm keeping track of the. Now I would use the Kahn's algorithm to find the topological sort of this graph. So since I now have my graph, I declare an in degree vector. I store all the elements, or basically calculate all the in degrees of the nodes and do a breadth first search like traversal. I would find all the elements with in degree 0, would push that into my queue, and while queue is not empty, I would get the top element, I would remove that top element, and I would store that number as a character back into my answer string. And for all the elements, I would try to hypothetically remove that node out of this graph and find the elements with in degree 0, push that back into my. Now in the end, if answer.size is less than or not equal to k, that means we have or we don't have a valid topological sum, because there would be a cycle sum. That is why we are not having all the elements in my answer. So what I do is I just return an empty string. In the end, I return the answer if we have a valid topology. So that is all this video is all about. It's basically understanding that this question is not some random question. It's based on a graph problem, and not just that, it's a topological sort question. So for this question, first of all, you need to know how to construct the adjacency list of this given through this given dictionary. And the next is, can you do a topological? So what we did, to rather than storing characters, we changed that to integers, and while appending that to the answer, I made this back into a character and typecasted the value and appended that to my answer. So yeah, that was the whole video all about. Hope you understood this, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.